the hell am I? What the fuck is this? Giant. This is familiar. Got a giant
Oh,
face.
wow. My scout training doesn't have a merit badge for this.
Signal detected.
What's that? It sounds like a radio signal. It must be being transmitted from nearby.
Goodbye. Alright. What the hell just happened? Wait.
Well, logic dictates that there are probably more of these stations around. Maybe if I keep searching,
This
I'll
is
find some clues. Or
Science.
someone.
Wait a minute. So I've been shrunk? Fuck. Oh well. Wait. I remember now. Wait. I have some Jesus' perks. Some of it. I have Jesus' perks. Well, some of them. Chick. Well, Trace.
Feeling a little safer now.
Science.
Look at the size of that thing. It's probably the size of a bathroom scale? curiosity killed the tiny Pete. Huh. Well, looks like this thing hooks up with those lasers. I don't think that worked properly. It seems like the machine needs all 3 lasers to function. Maybe there's a way to fix them? Consulting Detective Weevil, hot on the trail. He's got a nose for the truth. Whoa, why don't you just stay over there, small red insect? Here it is. Aphidoid. Those mites are no match for the might of small Pete.
Noise.
Those mites are no match for the might of small Pete.
Let's see. I can grab this.
Fiat Lux!
You know what they say? Let there be light. You know what God says? Let there be light.
Those mites are no match for the might of small Pete.
Just like Minecraft.
My bad? common example of the Formicidae family. Tremor detected. Something's afoot.
Alright.
Hark, yonder lady of the Clover Forest. On what errand does the day find you?
Old anthill. Pass it on.
Those look like idealized geometric shapes in that paint thing. They can't be real.
Science!
This. Damn it.
I could use a hand.
Science!
I got the science. Come on, come on!
What happened? What the hell happened to you?
System reboot in progress. Thanks for the helping hand. I am Burgle, acting science manager for this project. I am also a robot. I am sure this all must be very disorienting for you, but hopefully I can explain. I suspect you were miniaturized by Dr. Tully's spacer device. Why are you here in the yard? I do not know. In fact, I cannot seem to recall much of anything. A recent power surge has caused a massive raw science containment explosion. This lab, as you can see, is a disaster. And what's worse, the explosion has disrupted my computing power. My memory banks are corrupted. Sorry to pile on the bad news, my new friend. How can I be of service? You are here, in the Oak Lab, built and used by Dr. Wendell Tully to experiment on all things small. This is the base of operations for conducting experiments in his yard.
Who is Dr. Wendell Tully?
Dr. Tully is a brilliant scientist and inventor. He is also my creator. My initial protocol was to serve as the short order cook of the future.
Like pizza?
However, I have been recently promoted to acting science manager to assist with his experiments. No doubt my previous work experience has been invaluable to Dr. Tully. Although, now that I am processing it, I have not seen him for several weeks. And now I cannot recall where he went. It must be my corrupted memory banks. It seems you and I, given my best, in other words, you have shrinking can be a traumatic experience for tiny humans. To return to your prior size, you would need to successfully activate Dr. Tully's spacer platform. Unfortunately, my readings indicate it is inoperable. It appears to have suffered several malfunctions from the explosion. I am sorry, but it appears you may be stranded here for some time until we find a solution.
Can we fix the spacer?
Haha! That is a great idea! Let me run a full diagnostic scan on it and see what we need to do to get it fixed up. Processing! Memory fault. Code 408B3000. Ominent OS script runtime error. Arg! I am sorry again. It appears I have sustained more damage to my memory chips than expected. Without those memories, I do not know how to repair the spacer.
Those chips. Where should I get them?
Dr. Tully used 2 types of chips to back up my memory. Auxiliary chips are small capacity chips used to store project data. If you find these, I should be able to help you learn new survival recipes. Super chips are special, and they are gold. They back up full directories of my memory system. If we are going to fix the spacer, that data is bound to be on a super chip. I suggest exploring the other labs in the backyard. Return with any memory chips you find.
Wait, the fuck? There are other labs?
Dr. Tully has built many more labs throughout the yard. Each lab is used for various experimental procedures. I can upload their locations to your Scabby. Stand by. Processing. Error. Files not found. Code 632C404. Cheese and fries! The lab locations are missing from my memory banks too!
God damn it.
But we are in luck. I was able to retrieve the location of one of the facilities, the Hedge Lab.
What's the edge of?
The Hedge Lab is the observation center of the yard and used for research on arachnid webbing. You will find the hedge near the house if you head southeast. The lab is located deep inside the hedge, sending the coordinates to your Scabby. Try to find the Hedge Lab first, but there is nothing stopping you from searching the yard for the other labs. Except, of course, thousands of angry, hungry insects.
No match for me. I fought many demons in hell.
That reminds me. Dr. Tully locks the important labs with biometric scanners. You will need access for any chance of success.
It's getting quite late. I should
Head over
construct
to
some
the
shelter
ASL
and get some
terminal
sleep.
and place your hand on the biometric scanner near it. Give it a moment to sync your signature into the mainframe. Once you are registered, you will be granted access to the ASL network of computers too. ASL grants access to daily work items, nay, tasks, nay, quests, yes, quests. In my science shop, you can trade raw science back for survival recipes from experiments that Wendell conducted when he was first exploring the yard. Log on to the ASL terminal over there and see what is available.
Okay.
Unless you have any other questions, you really should get started finding those chips. And try not to die out there.
Don't worry, I die hard.
Have an exponentially great day.
One success after another! I have returned Burgle to his original size! It appears that my new raw science containment field is working at 99% effectiveness. 98.5%. Right, Burgle, right.
Ant crossing! My mom always says I light up a room.
That sounds good.
This is probably not a good idea. Whose lantern? That is a big spider. I don't think I'm high enough level to take on such a foe.
So much for me. You'll kill me when you fry up my golden balls.
No, I'm stuck!
Science.
Now let's review the progress of the last few months. I am getting ever closer to perfecting the spacer. Raw science containment has been a success. At last measurement, we are within 0.2% translation accuracy, but those final infinitesimal bits have proven the most difficult. Despite that, Burgle and I have been able to transit the miniature world without incident. I must admit it has been a bit overwhelming of late. Between school, reading papers, nightly work in the yard, and this sweltering summer heat, I feel stretched thin. Some nights I find myself too exhausted to work on my experiments. All this is going to give me gray hairs. I mean, why, just the other day, Trudy said that the stress is putting new wrinkles on my face. She may have a point about the hair, though. As much as I'm loath to admit it, it does seem to be thinning. Perhaps it's time to dig out the Sketty clamp and try it on myself. I'm sure it's in a bin or box around.
Two arms! Two arms!
Naughty scumbag. You made a grave mistake. damn it.
Where there's one spiderling, there's bound to be more of them. I'm flying!
Science.
A scientific breakthrough.
Transcription unit 87.10.25. I find it a wonder that the Burgle Mark IVs never caught on. I believe them to be far superior to the Mark IIIs. Those never lived up to my expectations.
Science.
How's that? They can only calculate
Bowser.
Scabby. Surveyor connection established. Use survey stations to scan for analyzed materials. Visit additional stations to expand the survey network. Science.
For so long, I have felt taunted by the spiders of the yard. Climbing, crawling, skittering with the greatest of ease. Oh, and how they
Scabby,
delight
additional
in violating
membership
my
available.
workspace.
little when you're off to the beach or a day at the park. Doesn't matter the time, 'cause it glows in the dark. You can leave your toys home, except for just one, 'cause you can't leave your fling man without leaving fun. Never leave your fling man.
Today, Trudy asked, or rather insisted, I take a break from my work for a family day. I'll admit the argument that preceded my reluctant agreement was one for the ages. She just doesn't understand how important the work is. But in the end, all was not lost. As fate would have it, our little trip to Stormin' Beach's Wave Park has given me fresh inspiration. A particular attraction sported a zip line over an undulating pool filled with sun-baked tubers, basking in the light of the cruel sun that baked them like red raisins. But I digress. It was the zip line that captured my imagination. Such an elegant solution to my problems in the hedge. When we got home, it was straight back to work. After another argument, of course. Test runs on the zipline system have produced mixed results. Prices on steel cable are ridiculous, so I've been forced to proceed with my original idea, spider thread. I'm using web samples from my unwanted guests with a few clever alterations, of course. Until Sarah pulls another toy into the hedge. I swear that the lost city of Atlantis might be found beneath the roots of this blasted bush. I told them both. No baseballs, no flingman discs, no more throwing. I'll need to find a way to strengthen the zip lines, and I've forbidden the children from playing in the yard, temporarily, of course. Dinner will be, I would say, awkward, I suspect.
I don't know.
A scientific breakthrough.
Science.
Slowly, my torments come together into one ingenious solution. After trying countless materials, I finally found something to fix my zipline problem. While the bonding formulas were complex to say the least, I've successfully fused the web ropes with raw science. Once again, it proves to be the key. The ropes are miraculously soft, but have the tensile strength of forged steel. I've dubbed my new creation Semi Fiber. Just think of the practical applications.
Dental floss!
Oh, only something without gums would suggest that. This is not some trifle to pick parsley between trips to the periodontist.
I will take your word for it, Dr. Tully.
Stuck in a web! super chip. I wonder how we'll get Burgle's memories off of this. I wonder if I have to blow on it. That usually solves the problem. That or flipping the console upside down. Oh, or maybe there's some little extraneous plastic tabs I need to snip off.
What is it?
It is likely that this will be my last log from the Hedge Lab. Regrettably, the spider infestation has only worsened. Last night, I had a close encounter with a giant broodmother that shook me to my core. Couple that with the strange radio signals I've been receiving, and I no longer think this facility is safe.
Burgle here. Can I start you off with a double-charred barbarian bacon burger? It's made the Roby's way.
Burgle, initiate evacuation protocols for the Hedge Lab. Make sure any remaining biometric scanners and passcodes are encrypted in the mainframe.
Is that really necessary, sir?
Yes. Oh, yes. Absolutely necessary. We're being watched.
God, scumbag.
Great Shelob's ghost!
Huh.
Hello there! Acting science, how can I help you today? Huh! You made it back in one piece. How unexpected! You are more resourceful than I thought. Hand it over and we can see what data Dr. Tully backed up upon it. Processing! Processing! This is the Hedge Super Chip! Forgive me, I forgot to mention the nasty spiders before I sent you up there. I hope they were not too much trouble. Ha ha! Ah! I am feeling much more like myself. Take it from me, there's nothing quite like a reverse lobotomy. Thank you! Now, what is it you were wanting to know? Oh yes, the location of the other super chips. There are 4 labs throughout the yard, each with a super chip. The Hedge Lab, the Pond Lab, the Haze Lab, and the Black Ant Lab. And you have already made it through the hedge, so now on to the others. I
Alright.
will mark the locations of the super chips in those labs.
Alright.
Please find them and return to me so we can figure out how to repair the spacer.
Okay.
Oh, before you leave, check out the new recipes in the ASL Terminal Science Shop. That could be helpful for some of the tougher challenges.
Okay.
Fare thee well! I could really use some good grilling right about now.
There you go. Oh, gotta retrieve. Oh, I forgot. I do. Come back, no match for me.
Science!
Can't see anything. Thing in the dark. Crap's.
Just close your eyes and imagine it's a fruit pounder. By the power of Helion, champion of the sun!
Dr. Applebaum has pronounced me in perfect health. For a man 20 years my senior. I must face the facts. The gray hairs, the wrinkles, they are not figments of the imagination. I can draw only one reasonable conclusion. It is the elusive fractional errors of the shrinking process which are the cause. Trudy has asked that I discontinue my experiments, but what choice do I have? If I quit now, I will have nothing. What will I be other than a failed inventor and scientist with no discoveries to his name, unable even to teach the basics of physics to a gaggle of hormonal teenagers? No! If this means that I must sacrifice 20 years of my life, then so be it.
Tully must be one heck of an engineer to be able to build something like this. Taking a look. Right here.
Might as well. Sure. Fast. No match for me.
Expecting that. Dangerous. Get away from me, Nat.
That long? I did not step back.
Interesting. The fungus is making the insects hungry.
Oh, that could come on.
Scientific breakthrough.
believe that. Hello there! Acting's how can I help you today? I knew I could count on you. Please hold. Here we go. Processing. Processing. Ooh! Better than ever! My diagnostic module is now restored.
That's great.
Analysis shows the spacer suffered a catastrophic failure in the embiggening cell. The embiggening cell stores and regulates interatomic energy transfer during the spacing expansion phase of the spacer. Put simply, it controls the rate of growth of the subject and prevents overexpansion, which can be quite messy. Yes, if the subject's rate of growth is not precisely regulated, overexpansion will cause bioorganic subjects, such as yourself, to pop like a gremlin in a microwave. Scientifically speaking, of course. There is both good news and bad news. Which would you like to have first?
Okay, the good news.
The good news is that I have a spare cell here. The bad news, it is empty. The cell must be filled with a special mixture, a cocktail, if you will. Another breakthrough. Hold, please, while I push the recipe for the embiggening cocktail to your scabby. Processing. Error. Missing directory. The directory you attempted to copy does not exist. Boo-doo-doo. Boo-doo-doo. Cheese and fries. It appears the formula for the embiggening cocktail is not in my memory. It must be on one of the remaining super chips. We will need that recipe in order to fill the embiggening cell and send you home. I am sorry. It seems like the forces of nature are trying to keep you in this yard. But I believe you are here for a reason. Hold on to the empty cell for me, and when you feel ready, retrieve another super chip to see if we can piece this puzzle together. I'm afraid Dr. Tully did not program me for dream analysis, but I will. Was it perhaps about electric beef? Why don't you describe your dream for me? Aha! That confirms it! There are two spacers, just as Dr. Tully surmised. One in the yard and one at Ominent. He had a hunch that they continued his work on the spacer after he stopped working for them. It all computes. I do not believe these are just dreams. These are surely your memories. But perhaps they only return to you as dreams. So, Ominent shrunk you, and now you are here. I am pretty sure you are not an Ominent secret agent. I was JKing. That was a test. You passed. So if you are not an Ominent agent, why would they be shrinking children? Surely I have no idea. Yet another puzzle for us to solve. On the plus side, your memories must be slowly returning. If you have another dream, please come again. How can I be of assistance? How can I help you today? Have an exponential... I could really use some good grilling right about now.
Hey, Fid. He looked out across the endless expanse of the dunes, dotted with the husks of long-dead creatures. What treasure might await him in this sandy graveyard? suffocated by the arid desert heat. The ranger fell to his knees.
Science.
I'm holding raw science in my hands. What does it even mean? Beware. Move slowly. Check for traps. There's an ant lying about. Tell that the ants are following the same trails. By the power of Helion, champion of the sun! Hark! An ant golem crafted from solid obsidian. And deep within the subterranean depths of the endless caverns, they found a most peculiar abandoned ruin.
Not black enemy master for me.
Black Ant Soldier, prepare for battle!
Where's the 300? Annihilation. Fucks.
Science.
I got the science. Black Ant working away here.
Okay.
Science.
I'm holding raw science in my hands. What does it even mean? black ant working away here. My mom always says I light up a room. Move along, ant. Move along. Move along, ant. Move along.
Science.
No match. That takes you to the red.
Eminent Practical Technologies, Dr. Wendell Tully, Science Division, log 88.07.01. First test demonstration of the spacer. Director Dalton Schmechter in attendance. Begin recording. Everyone, thank you for coming. Today, I will show you nothing less than a quantum leap forward in technology. This is the spacer. It is a machine that has the power to shrink any object many times over, unleashing the power of the miniature world. Now, I'm sure that some of you will be skeptical, but I have no doubt that a demonstration of this device will show you a vision of the future, of Ominent's future, of our future. Now, if you will all put on your peeper goggles, I'll begin the demonstration. Behold, the future. Everyone, please stay in your seats. Please stay in your seats. This is a minor issue, I assure you. Just give me a moment. I can fix this. I can fix this.
Snake bug, huh? No match for me. Die. Ah! Die. No Spike and Anna, I have the Crucible.
Science.
A scientific breakthrough. The structural integrity of this lab seems like it might be a little compromised.
It's like parkour. To me.
Science. Science.
Oh shit.
Science.
I got the science.
Huh? Ah, that wasn't even.
Stuck in a web! I wonder how the elves keep their tree houses from being eaten by termites.
Science!
I don't think I can make a big enough tent to kill one of those. The termites in command with an unnumbered legion of soldiers, starved for battle, plunder, and to raise the structures of their enemies.
Science!
Well, yeah.
Trudy was right, as always. Perhaps she should have been the inventor and not me. I should have listened to her when she insisted that I stop the experiments. But if I give up now, I will have nothing to show for it. Trudy and the kids, no spacer, not even my own health. The longer I'm here, the more I'm lumping up. Ages crazy. But why? What am I becoming? A wrinkled corpse, flailing helplessly in the dirt. They are my family now. A tree a little over 1 billion years ago. I can feel us getting closer again already. We're all a bunch of fun guys down here, aren't we? Well, don't look at me like that. Mushroom, did they? Did they? Attempts to reverse cell age in mushrooms seem to be going well. Mutations are volatile, but productive. The shift from phase 1 to 2 was almost a blur.
There might be a reason it seems like a blur. It may be so.
Well, who asked you, Burgle? Shouldn't you be tending to your tasks instead of eavesdropping through the intercoms? Huh? Now, where was I? Oh, yes! My friends! Marasmius aureatus here. The answer is hiding in that moist, supple flesh. And once I have it, I'll be back to normal Wendell in no time. Just like it was before this all fell apart. I'll walk into that presentation room and show those ominent schmucks I belong. How do you like that, Director Schmachter? Truly in the kids will be back. Everything will be It's a
right on.
I just need these plastic shrooms to reveal their secrets to me.
Forgive me, Dr. Tatali. Did you say you wanted mushrooms on that?
This has gone poorly. Very, very poorly. The essence of failure, the pinnacle of its craft. Local fauna? Berserk! Mushrooms? Exploding! My condition? Like a baby toe after a long bath. Burgle, are you there?
Is this a test?
Yes, Burgle, it's a test. Now listen carefully. I'm abandoning this facility immediately. Initiate the blaze.
But Dr. Tully, simulations indicate a 95.283% probability of catastrophic failure.
I assure you the percentages are much higher than that. Now do it.
Beep beep boop, beep 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 boop.
Why did you make fake beeping sounds?
You said this was a test.
I was being sarcastic. Ugh. Complete the lab lockdown, blast the canister per protocol, and meet me in the Black Ant Lab.
Die. Annihilation.
Science.
Oh, what's wrong?
Science.
Scientific breakthrough.
God. Oh God. Yeah. There we go.
Science.
A scientific breakthrough. It kind of looks like a popsicle. I get the feeling it's not refreshing though.
Science.
I cannot bear to look upon myself any longer. I've become a monster. Inhuman, less than the insects that are my only companions now. I've become old. A shrunken husk of a man. A walking corpse like Lurkenshriek, doomed to the executioner's axe. Trudy was right all along, as she always is. And what remains? I'm a failure as a scientist, as a husband, and as a father. I have no choice but to remain here, living exiled in the backyard. I have diverted my remaining strength and will into finding the cure for this malady, this reanimations, if you will. It is my only hope now. All other research initiatives must be placed on hold, or it will be too late. It may already be too late. It is only fitting that I am so small, tiny, minuscule, just like my legacy.
I know. Got all your chips for you.
to see a friendly face around here. How can I help you today? Mr. Peter Boggs, your survival scout training has proven me wrong. You continue to live. Hand over the super chip and let us hope for the one more time. Processing. Processing. Ah, I see you decided to brave the Black Anthill already. Did the assistant to the manager give you any problems? All of these great memories are coming back. Well, well, well. Some good news. A piece to the ambiguous cocktail recipe is now restored. But not all of it, unfortunately. And I have some strange memory fragments of a Java-matic. Does that mean anything to you? A coffee maker. Interesting development. Although I cannot say I love the taste of coffee, and I certainly have no clue how this fits into the equation. However, we are making progress solving this mystery. But we are still not done. There is one more super chip to go. Eureka! It is process of... Oh dear. No, no, no. This cannot be correct.
What's wrong?
The last ingredient of the cocktail is marked as missing. I am not sure what to tell you. Dr. Wendell Tully purposefully wiped the last ingredient from my memory. My programming prohibits me from remembering the secret ingredient. Wendell never wanted it to fall into the wrong hands. He did not even trust me with it. The entire recipe is only in Wendell's noggin. And as I said, he has not been around for months. Sigh. Processing. 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 Chicken nuggets! Wendell's Scabby! His Scabby has tracking functionality built in. We should now be able to find out where he is with this information. The extra memory you provided with the super chips is helping my processing. Sorry, I did not think to track Dr. Tully earlier.
Don't blame yourself.
Allow me to connect to his Scabby via my handy state-of-the-art radio modem to see what data I can pull from it. Yeah, I am connected to Dr. Tully's Scabby. I will now start the download. Location, X5432. Y, error, Scabby, prototype 0001A, power loss at circuit R23. Analyzing. Error code 324. Subminiature axial lead resistor. Ominent model OC93412. Failure. Call 555-0126 for technical assistance. Thank you.
What
A
now?
minor setback. I know that location. The Scabby is at Dr. Tully's favorite chair by the shed, of course. You should be able to find him there. And take this replacement fuse to repair whatever problem he is having with his Scabby.
Okay.
He should be able to help you out with the ambiguous cocktail and get you home in no time. Good luck. I believe in you. Ah, more chips. Thank you. Hand it over and let us see what I can... much better. Check the ASL Terminal Science Shop for the new recipes. Have an exponent...
Alright. Now it's time to do a super jump. Oh, y'all calling to say hi? To die? no.
Scabby online. Transferring biometric data. Wendell Tully. Biometric data transfer complete. Audio file downloaded. Dr. Wendell Tully. Title. Goodbye.
Hello, my scabby-wearing friend. I do not know who you are or how you came by this message, but please tell them I tried. Tell Trudy, Thor, my little Sarah. Tell the world. The sun is setting on our yard, and it brings back so many memories. Sitting in this chair, my favorite chair, my thinking chair. I fear this may be the last time I lay eyes on such a beautiful sight. I'm nearly out of time. My body shrivels more with each passing day. Even my scabby can barely fit on my bony wrist. The spacer, my greatest achievement, a disaster. The final chapter in the book of my many failures. Perhaps in solitude, free from my family, from Burgle, from Ominent, perhaps I can finally find a cure to this damnable reasoning. So, this will be my last adventure into the miniature world.
Okay.
I leave the warmth of the sun and embrace the unknown. I'll either find the answer or shrivel in the darkness below. To my lab underneath the shed. This is Dr. Wendell Tully, signing off. Goodbye.
Oh, that's weird. There's no one out there.
I'm gonna have nightmares about this place for the rest of my life. I just know it.
Working in the dark is playing tricks on my mind. I fear every shadow, hear whispers in the silence. But most of all, I miss my family. Ah, Trudy and her crooked grin, the way she rolled her eyes at my dumb jokes. Sarah, my little angel, how she would jump into my arms every time I walked through the door after work. And Thor and his obsession of the month. What was the last one? Castle Moldork? No, it was Mance. Dad, what do you mean I don't need Mant minis? Have you seen them? Do you even know what a Mant is? It's so rad, Dad. A barbarian, an insectoid warrior with the mind of a human.
Science.
Wait a minute. An insect with a human mind. I wonder if... No, stop it, Wendell. The darkness is giving you strange notions again. You need to focus on the task at hand. Reasoning. Raw science. The key is here. It must be.
Sync.
I'm always says it right up
science.
Defeat. Failure. Countless infusions. Countless migraines. I'm so shriveled now I can barely walk. And the true origin of raw science? An enigma. A mystery box with no lid.
Experience playing Minotaur and Myrmidons leads me to where you get that is not a concern. It's a real-life mant, just like the one in the Minotaurs and Myrmidons player book.
I don't know. Right down. No match.
You may have defeated my mant, but you and your eminent paymasters will never get their hands on the embiggening cocktail. I'll take that secret to my grave.
What? No! How can this be? Where is the override? Sure. Not who I expected. My apologies for all of that. I thought you were agents of Ominent. Come for me at last.
Are you okay?
Am I okay? No one has asked about my feelings for so long. Am I okay? No. I fear that I am not okay. Not okay at all. Oh, what have I done? Schmechter. Of course. It's always Schmechter. Always has been.
That break.
Alas, I still bear much responsibility for my creation and the pain it has wrought. To think that you have been caught up in all of this. Your children, not much older than my Sarah or Thor. Oh, what has become of me? Threatening death to children. But also, what are you doing here?
It's a long story.
That's fair. I have no doubt terrible things have brought you here. Terrible things that are undoubtedly my fault. I never meant to hurt anyone. I don't deserve it, but I hope one day you can forgive me.
Yeah, I'll forgive you.
Speaking of forgiveness, please excuse my shriveled appearance. This blasted reasoning has taken its toll on my body. My support pod is the only thing keeping me from drying out completely. Like the grape set out in the sun, the body shrivels, withers, desiccates, becoming a husk of what was once a living being. In essence, what you see here before you, in all its unholy glory, the withered man.
IP range.
Well, if you will allow me to check your scabby. You haven't been in the yard long, but long enough that signs of raisoning would be apparent. Nothing in my research has shown that there is any immunity to it, and yet here you are. Perhaps it is that your youthful bodies are more resistant than others. Likely, this is why Armament was experimenting on children to begin with. Which means, did Schmechter find a cure?
I think so.
Damn. As much as I loathe the man, I must admit that Schmechter is brilliant in his own way, though his methods can be quite distasteful. We cannot rule out the possibility that he has done it. Could that mean there is hope for me? When the reasoning became too much, I realized I had to find a cure before it was too late. I hid here, away from the eyes. So many prying eyes. Ominent has always wanted to steal my work. They would never admit its worth and greatness, and yet they would always take it. Especially Schmechter. I have made many
I'll take him
mistakes
down.
in my life. Countless, really. But one that I will never make again is to allow my discoveries to fall into the hands of that corporation. If I must die for it, so be it. My greatest regret. If only there was something I could do to reverse time. Some sort of time machine.
Maybe.
The science seems quite clear it would be impossible. And yet I never thought that covalent spacing reduction could be a reality either. If the raw science could be applied in the way of the time structure. No, the time. But I digress. You see, even if I went home now, my family wouldn't recognize me. Trudy would not see the man she buried. My children would be repulsed by the bag of skin that speaks with the voice of their father. Home. Oh, yes, of course. Home. Your parents must be worried. So very worried. The process is not difficult. You You will simply need to brew an embiggening cocktail at the Java-matic machine. The embiggening process is extremely taxing on living subjects. You'll need enough nutrients and proteins to survive the expansion to your original size. We use the embiggening cell to regulate this expansion by way of the secret cocktail. The ingredients in the cocktail, like the keratin in toenails, fortify the skeletal structure as it grows. Unfortunately, there is this small issue of overexpansion. If the subject grows too quickly, they are prone to overexpansion, or in layman's terms, they explode. To counter this, sustained infusions of carbon dioxide gas must be added to the mixture. Fortunately, I found a secret ingredient that works perfectly in this regard. Grilled science.
Alright,
No,
plenty
no,
of raw
no,
science.
not raw science. Grilled science. Grilled science. Raw science represents the essence of ingenuity, but thrown over the coals of fire, it is tempered by flame, tamed by Burgle's spatula, and emerges as something greater. Plump, juicy, grilled science. It reminds me of the barbecues we once had in our backyard. Oh, Trudy, Sarah, Thor. The last of the grilled science is in the refrigerated storage room over there. Are you ready to go? We'll need some grilled science. Good, good. Then we have everything we need to proceed. I promise I will get you home. I may have failed my own children, but I will not fail you. Oh, from
You
the mouths of
failed your
babes.
children.
Yes, you may be right. It might not be too late for me. But what is most important is getting you home. We need to head to the Java-matic machine in the upper yard. There we can blend the embiggening cocktail needed to run the spacer safely. I'm opening the back door for you. I will follow close.
Okay. Let's go. Let's go. Good thing I got this jetpack. Good.
I got the science.
holding cell is in place. We're almost ready to commence brewing.
Damn it.
The mixture seems right. Well done. Perhaps you could get a job at the Kitten It looks like there are still a few bugs left in the system. We'll need to get down there and repair those mixer modules.
Got it. Damn it.
Look at the state of this! Trudy's Java-matic! Oh, the warranty will be voided for sure! Subterfuge, reckless destruction of apparatus, the complete lack of respect for another person's science? This all reeks of schmecter. I must warn you, the fusion process for the embiggening cocktail is quite loud. It will continue to draw attention from the director's little army. and it will take some time to prove, I'm afraid. We'll need to defend those mixer modules for as long as it takes.
Alright.
If the orcs destroy them, they'll take down the entire system. A prudent suggestion. Strong enough defensive structures around the Java-Matic's weak points could buy us the time we need. I have a storage facility not far from here that should be of use in this endeavor. I'll mark its location on your Scabby.
Alright.
This might take a bit longer to get you home, but safety first, as I always say. If we can find where they are coming from, we just might uncover a way to stop them. But where? They are a creation of Armament. I suspect they have some sort of facility hidden in the yard. If you can locate it, I think that I can get us inside.
Okay.
I wonder if... No, that can't be it. Perhaps he hid it in there. No, that's far too obvious.
Dr. Tully?
Shh, I'm thinking. Maybe, just maybe, he hid it behind the... Ha! Absurd. Who in their right mind would build a lab there? Well, it's not that I think that... I have no idea where it is. Sorry.
It's alright. I'll find it.
For science!
Oh, let's fuck this in. Your ass. Die, die!
Prepare to repel insects!
We'll need to shore up our defensive fortifications next time.
Damn it.
A wave of insects is incoming!
Sorry.
Large force incoming! Prepare yourself! Large insect incoming!
Are you kidding me? No match for me.
Chewing up the wires!
Oh, huh. That's interesting. Large fork incoming!
Ah.
A wave of insects is incoming!
Chewing up the wires!
We've done it! Though the situation did seem rather precarious for a moment there. Wonderful work, though. You would make an excellent lab assistant. When you're a little older, of course. Now, we just need to grab the embiggening cell before the orcs return. How do you like that, Director Spectre? I could devour a billy hog right about now. Excellent. Cell integrity appears nominal. You might be the best assistant I've ever had. But don't tell Virgo that. He's just looking for an excuse to use that grilling function. Anyway, back to the spacer. Maybe we can get you home before dinner. Well, here we are. Back the long gap. And to get you back to your families, I suspect they're worried sick about you. Perhaps they are worried about me still, but I know that I put them through a lot. I only hope you know how much I love them. Well, there's no sense in being so glum. I haven't quite yet reached the end of my road, so there may not be much track left to lay. Now look, all this sad talk has me mixing my metaphors. Don't worry about me. Whatever will be, will be. Thank you for everything that you've done. I'll never forget it.
Virgil here. After our call, would you be interested in taking a short survey on the quality of my service today?
For the last time, Virgo, no! I do not want any more of these confounded follow-up surveys. The answer is adequate. Always adequate.
Adequate?
Now, listen to me. This is your manager speaking. We're about to fire up the spacer. I need you to keep an eye on the raw science convergence coupling. The last thing we need is an overload spike.
Wait, you are leaving. Have you been dissatisfied with my service?
Don't worry. I'll come back for you when things calm down in the real world. But it may be a while.
Affirmative, Dr. Tully. I will stay behind. Again.
But I need you to keep an eye on things down here while I'm gone. Regional Science Manager Burgle.
Regional Science Manager? But Dr. Tully, does that mean we will be franchising?
Burgle, this is a big responsibility. In recognition of your work ethic and commitment to outstanding customer service.
Really? My circuits are signaling, Dr. Tully. Have no fear. Regional Manager Verbal will not let you down.
Congratulations, Manager Burgo.
That's Regional Manager Verbal. Thank you very much.
Indeed it is. This is it, my young friend. When you get home, do me a favor. Don't grow up too fast, will you? Okay. Would you do the honors of flipping the script? For science!
Hey, Mr. Ant. My mom always says I light up a room.
This isn't one of mine. My suspicions were correct. This lab is not one of mine.
Huh.
I knew it! Schmechter has been spying on me this whole time. Classic Schmechter. Now, what do we have here? Standard armament security door? Ha! Child's play. No offense, of course. It's now or never. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, let's get Burgle on the line.
Hello, this is Virgil Science Lab. Virgil speaking.
Get that door open, boy.
Burgle, I need you to hack into an armament security door for me. I'm sending you the coordinates now.
Oh, Dr. Tully, at once. Entering Vulcan protocol mode. Decoding manual password reset at Hominid Terminal K321B. Stand by. Hacking. 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 Still hacking.
Perhaps if you had replaced that grilling function with something more useful, we would not be waiting all day for...
I'm in. Username. Schmechter D. Password. Schmechter D. Director. Transmitting.
Why, thank you, Burgle. Your efficiency never ceases to amaze.
Die.
Bravo, bravo. So the lab rats have finally reached the end of the maze. And not alone, I see.
Pulling the strings from behind the scenes as always, Dalton. You gutless coward! Why don't you meet us here? Face to face!
Yeah, what is doing?
Poor Gwendol.
Your ass.
Lost your job, Trudy's left you, took the kids too, left you with nothing but your work.
At least I'm not experimenting on children!
Oh, but isn't that just what you've been doing? Hiding in your little garden and using these children to fight your battles for you because you never fight them yourself? You were pathetic before I fired you. Look at you now. You're nothing. Just a shriveled, sad raisin.
You're done.
Stay right there and this will all be over before you know it. Didn't feel it. Really? No. Come on.
Oh, the bad one, dude.
You know you're not hurting me, right?
Die, die.
What's on your mind? I could devour a billy hog right about now. Are you ready to get out of here? Of course you do. What do you need to know? Thank you for your... Don't worry about me. Whatever will be, will be. I understand. Thank you for it.
Virgo here.
For the last... But this is...
Dead.
And with a flash, that was the end of the tiny adventure of a lifetime. At least that's what the local papers call it. It's hard to believe how much has happened since then. There were reporters, investigators, even the FBI got involved. They tried to keep a lid on all of it, but the whole story came out. About the kidnappings, about the dead teenagers, about Omni. Turns out, everyone did learn the name of Director Dalton Schmechter, just like he always would. But when the dust settled, the weirdest thing happened. People learned the truth about the shrinking technology and about me. It felt good to get the recognition that I had always wanted for all my life. Pete, Willow, Max, and Hoops tried to go back to being normal teenagers. Burgle has joined the kids' new science and robotics club. He's the mascot, if you didn't tell him. I'm expecting big things from all of them. Life's getting back to normal around here. It's funny that the world can still seem so small. And no, I haven't come up with my next big invention. And I don't mind one bit either. Because when it comes down to it, all that really matters is that we make the most of the time that we have together.